The first official trailer for Glass was unveiled at Comic-Con. At just under 3 minutes, it delivers as many stylish interior shots as it does creepy beast moments and Mr. Glass one-liners.
That sounds like the bad guys teaming up.
We get a look at the excellent Sarah Paulson as Dr. Ellie Staple, a psychiatrist studying the superhero phenomenon, or delusion in her words. Anya Taylor-Joy's Casey Cook returns, and for the first time we see David Dunn, Mr. Glass, and Kevin Wendell Crumb together in the same room. Here's our breakdown of all the important details you might have missed in the trailer. There will be spoilers. Right off the bat, the trailer intrigues with Dr. Staple speaking and gazing calmly into the camera. "It's amazing to meet you," she begins. She goes on to explain that she's a psychiatrist specializing in people who believe they are superheroes. Well, she's 1/3 correct. Elijah Price and Kevin Crumb probably wouldn't refer to themselves as heroes. Staple also mentions that her field of study is growing, so perhaps we'll meet other superpowered individuals in Glass. We learn that Glass, Dunn, and Crumb have all been institutionalized. Side note, can we talk about how extremely 80s Dave Gibbons that pink room is? We also get a closer look at the institution itself, in particular a room featuring little more than a cot and rows of what look like sprinklers, plus a similar one with walls covered in possibly floodlights. If we had to guess, we would say that these are meant as security measures or perhaps study equipment for the 3 characters with delusions of grandeur. Another thing to note about the 3 men, give or take a couple dozen personalities as they sit in the pink room with Dr. Staple. In Split, Crumb describes the various other personas as sitting in chairs in a dark room, each waiting for their turn in the light, or rather their chance to fully inhabit Kevin's body for a while. At some points, those personas variously team up or fight one another for control. Let's assume there will be some similar dynamics when it comes to these 3 inevitably escaping the institution, whatever that might look like. It wouldn't be an Unbreakable sequel without lots of comic books. As Staples VO says, the 3 superhumans see themselves like something out of a comic book. Glass studies the pages of one with a familiar-looking image. If you remember the scene in Split where the Beast bends the bars of a cell, you'll know what we mean. The trailer then shows off a little more of Dunn, who seems like he's up to his same old tricks, standing around in the rain wearing his trademark poncho and throwing dudes around like ragdolls. No hint of what happened to his wife and kid, although we know Spencer Treat Clark is reprising his role as Dunn's son Joseph. Dunn bumps into Crumb on the street, literally, which reveals the group of cheerleaders Crumb has locked away somewhere. We also get a glimpse of a few more of Crumb's personality. Word is that we'll see McAvoy take on 21 of them in Glass. The Beast definitely gets out because what would be the point otherwise, but does he have to terrorize the homeless like that? On to the enigmatic title character, Mr. Glass. We get a look at him building or fixing an object while Staples VO touts his extraordinary IQ. The repeat shots of the city, along with the escalating clips of various fight scenes with Dunn and the Beast, heighten the suspense over just what Glass is planning. That and the final shot of Glass in full purple villain regalia sitting with his wheelchair in the shadows really drives home the connections between all 3 films. Probably the biggest revelation in the trailer is the team-up between the Beast and Mr. Glass, although a more volatile combination would be hard to imagine. We figure Dunn can most likely take them, unless he manages to wind up in a body of water again. Perhaps we'll learn that Casey Cook has powers and we'll get an extra team-up to even the odds. After all, that Liberty cover in the comic book shop features a hero who bears more than a passing resemblance to Cook. Glass is written, directed, and co-produced by M. Night Shyamalan and comes out January 18th, 2019. Did you spot something in the trailer that we missed? Let us know in the comments, and for everything else from Comic-Con, keep it right here on IGN. No, seriously, go look at our Comic-Con coverage. There's a lot.
First name, Mr. Last name, Glass.